there, Sarah from 17 once again, introducing you to my Ghost Recon Future Soldier Elite Difficulty video walkthrough. This is the second part to Noble Tempest, and we're sneaking through this crazy looking building complex. So in the last episode I mentioned that those mouse sounds sounded a lot like Lemmiwinks, which they do. They also sound identical to the rat, or the mouse, sorry, that is growing Mr. Garrison's penis on its back. On that episode where Mr. Garrison kind of goes a little crazy chasing after a mouse that's got a penis on its back. Pretty good episode as well. Some really funny stuff in that. I think my favourite part of that episode is when Mr. Garrison is giving the details to the police about what this mouse looks like, and the sketch artist draws Mickey Mouse with an erection. So fucking funny, man. Oh, I love South Park. But keep on watching the entrance sequences. That's probably the first one I've not trimmed out so far, because they look really cool. You know, they're choreographed really well, the camera direction's good, but I think the loading screens. So I'm trimming them out because you're going to watch them a lot in the game, you can't skip them. And the method to this madness is, if you're playing the game, you're going to see them enough. I don't want you to have to sit through mine as well. And hopefully people will understand that, but keep on moving through the debris. The cover system on this game is really good. It feels nice, it's intuitive. I love how you can dash from cover to cover, it looks good. I think the roadie run is the best looking roadie run on a game I've seen in a long time, because it just looks so different to everything else, and I think it's a nice effect. The one thing that does suck about the cover is it's sticky as hell, and it's only ever sticky when you're in a bad situation. So there's times when you're trying to get off cover when there's a grenade next to you, and the dude just will not move. It's one of those really strange inputs. I think back on the analog should always get you off cover, and it does on this game. It's just sometimes it doesn't work, and that might be because I'm panicking and I'm you know, not focusing correctly or what, but just really strange. But this section here, it's another synchronized shot opportunity, and if you can kill them all, you will not get an alarm. You can do the next section completely free of hassle. So you want to try and do this as best as you can. And the luxury of these events, they can be done in any real order, as long as you get everybody in the vicinity. If anybody watches this go down, an alarm's going to go off and you're going to get reinforcements. But there's the fourth guy, so let's see how well this works. There he goes, he gets taken out. I look over there, there's the next guy, there's the next guy. And because they're so far down the beach, they don't see anything, they don't hear anything, and I wait for my team probably to push up and clean them out. I'll tell a lie, I'm going to help as well. But there's two more dudes. Use your magnetic vision to check for anybody else. There he is over there, just past the wall. And it's always interesting to see the levels where they don't give you the magnetic vision, because this vision mode is not dictated by light, it's dictated by magnetism, obviously. So it would work in theory in the dark. And if so, that vision would be better than the night vision of this game, because the night vision goggles on this game look amazing. They look really nice stylistically, but functionally they're not as good as magnet mode. So not too sure how, you know, smart our technical officer is of our little squad, but I probably would always pick magnet vision over the night vision. Be careful when you mantle over this wall. Sometimes it takes you out of cover. I think it all depends on how much you move after you've come out, because as soon as you land, you're standing up, and that's a bad thing. And there's a real funny moment going to come up in a later mission, which I recorded yesterday, where I stealthed the entire section like a boss. It was going super well, and I move into a room, and for some reason my character stands up and I didn't realise, and I move and the guy sees me, and there's this awful moment of me realising I'm going to get caught, and I pause it. And it's like, why did I pause it? It's not going to help. So I quickly unpause it and immediately lay on my belly, and he doesn't see me. And then I shoot him in the face, but that's beyond the point. But it was one of those really funny moments of, why did this even happen? But keep on moving towards the car. As soon as you get there, you're probably going to have a little bit of a wait, because my team was really far behind on this section. So just stand there. You can't change your camera to look behind you, because this game's kind of weird like that. But as soon as they come, it'll cue a cutscene, and then we can move on to the end of the level. And if you've just sat through that cutscene, you're now going to realise that the technology of this game is a lie. every single member of my unit then was standing up and walking around completely invisible, Predator style. Yet as soon as it gives us control, the device craps out. How bad is that? That's like reception on a bad phone network. And I understand the balance issue, I understand the reasoning behind it, but it'd be nice if you beat the game, you could unlock, you know, super stealth or something, so you could just like run around like a full-on ninja. Because it's a kill streak in guerrilla mode. When you get so many waves without being killed, it gives you this invisibility, which is timed, but you can't be seen when you're running around, and you feel like an absolute badass. But it's not in the game, that, and I can understand why. Because for all intents and purposes, this is an easy game. There's a couple sections that pissed me off, but when I've got to them in my recording run, I think it was just patience that I was missing, and if I'd have had that, or actually, it was the game itself fucking up. Because I've had even more bugs on my recording run where I've gone to doors where we're all supposed to stack up, and one member of the team doesn't do it, so you're broken, you can't get any... You're stuck, that's it, the game ends. You've got to restart your checkpoint. And I hate scripting errors like that. There's no need for them. My first time through this level, I actually snuck all the way back down through the village and came across the pier where there's 2 guys patrolling. And it's probably a more interesting and more fun path to watch, but it's also a lot more dangerous and a lot easier to get spotted, so this is much easier as far as skill-wise, so anybody can do this one. And once you've cleaned those guys out, you come over here to the extraction point, and we're going to get the hell out of Dodge. Or Peshawar, or... No, we're in Africa, aren't we? Yeah, Zambia, I think this one is. But just wait on your team, and we'll hopefully get the exfil. But yeah, a lot of these videos are going to be 3-parters, because even when I trim the cutscenes out, they're actually quite long. And they're long because a lot of what you're doing is slow and methodical. And there's a lot of vehicle stuff coming up, which is pretty fun, pretty interesting. And there's some of the levels coming up are some real tour de forces. So if you're having any inhibitions about this game not looking too interesting or too impressive, it gets a lot better. It starts slow to give the rest of the game, you know, a lot more impact. So just bear that in mind. But off we are. There's the debrief screen. So there's the sync score there, you can see it's on elite difficulty. Thanks for watching, and you take care now.